You're listening to the Minutes on Growth podcast, the show that brings you mindfully curated insights into relationships, spirituality, personal development, and everything in between, with your host, Tannaz Hosseinpour. Hi, soul friends, it's Tannaz Hosseinpour. Welcome to another episode of Minutes on Growth. A couple of weeks ago, as I was navigating through a bubble of confusion, I felt a sudden urge to reach out to my spiritual mentor at the Kabbalah Center. He then informed me that the foundational course, Kabbalah 1, for the first time ever, was taking place online, being taught by Marcus Weston, and that it was going to start within 2 hours. Could that have been a coincidence? I don't think so. I take this as an immediate sign from the universe to enroll in this transformational program once again, for the third time I must add, to remind myself of all the practical tools that I can use in my day-to-day life to enhance not only the quality of my life, but my overall state of consciousness. I have spent the past 8 to 9 weeks signing in for an hour a week, listening to my teacher remind us of how magical life is, reminding us that nothing is a coincidence. He's been reminding us that every challenge that comes up in our life is an opportunity for us to grow from. We always have the choice to either respond with awareness and to use that challenge for our highest vision, or to allow the ego to keep us stagnant and stuck in old patterns. We always have a choice, and that's our free will. Anyways, last week, even though my course has not finished yet, I decided to enroll in the second Kabbalah 1 class being taught by another teacher, the amazing David, that is taking place online as well, because while the material is the same, there is a major difference in the way other teachers explain them. And there is always something new to learn. There is an abundance of wisdom that is being shared through different people all the time, and I was not wrong to believe so. On the first day of class, David reminded me of a practical tool that I oftentimes forget about: the power of pause. In Kabbalah, we're taught that the only way we can move forward is by not reacting. When we react, it is our ego that is at the front of the story. It is our goal to silence and transcend the ego, and to allow for the soul and the light to shine. So, in other words, when we're feeling doubt, anger, or lack, and we're triggered, and we want to react a certain way, we pause instead. Once we've paused, we need to rejoice in our pause. What does that mean? We need to let the universe know that we are happy to pause. Some might argue that this is similar to suppressing your emotions or bottling it up, but it really isn't. You see, when a situation arises that triggers us, when a challenge arises, we want to pause. We want to express our pleasure in the pause. Why? Because we know that this challenge means that our soul is ready to transcend to the next level. This is a test from the universe to see if we're ready to grow. If we pause and allow the light, God, source, energy, or whatever you want to call it, to guide us, we evolve. If, however, the ego reacts, we stay in the same situation, and the pattern once again continues. Why? Because there's no sense of self-awareness. Every challenge, my friend, is an opportunity. Every single challenge. Is pausing easy? Not really, but it's important that we try. No matter how many times we fail by reacting, we want to allow ourselves to try again. Our purpose in life is to evolve. Our purpose in life is to leave it better than how we entered it. If you're listening to this episode, I know you believe in this too. I want to add that all that I just said is simply my perspective. Is it 100% right? Maybe, maybe not. No one's perspective could be 100% right. It's simply their perspective. But let me ask you this. What world would you rather live in? In a world where challenges are perceived as opportunities for growth? Or in a world where challenges push you into a victimhood consciousness, where you believe that the universe is punishing you or that you're not worthy of, let's say, quote unquote, an easy life? I personally choose to be in the first category because the first belief empowers me to grow. So today, just for today, if you too are in the first category, are you willing to shift your perspective to look at every challenge through a new light? Are you willing to silence the ego to allow the light to come in? Are you willing to look at challenges as opportunities? And lastly, are you willing to not react and simply pause? Thank you for listening. Speak soon. Thank you for joining us this week on Minutes on Growth. If you enjoyed today's episode, then make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now.